Let's get started, everyone. This is Claim the Stars, our Savage Worlds sci-fi campaign. So we're picking up pretty much where we left off. The players are still on Sidori 379C, the Tundra Forest world, and they're currently trekking through the wintry wilderness on the hunt to find an alien outpost being led by Carthus the Burnt. That's the name I've just told them his name, even though they couldn't really figure it out, just to make things easier. It was getting annoying saying, alien shaman. So, anyway, so they're being led by him to this place because mostly because of Arthur and Spencer wanting to discover it, and of course because Astra Unum wants to know its location because it was in the logs of their research station on the alien station floating out in this same system, also Sidori 379 system. And so the PCs are going to be picking up right where we left off, and we'll get into more details on that after we do introductions for everyone. So thank you for joining us. And so we'll go around and just do quick introductions for everyone. And so Jeremy, start us off. Tell us who you're playing.
Hey, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Levi Roosevelt. He's the elderly cowboy, captain, clone, etc., who looks like Sam Elliott and likes to shoot two pistols. But since we're in some sort of a screw up electronics kind of a field, we're down to one pistol and no fancy armor, just regular old plebeian exosuit stuff. So, Cliff.
I am playing Aston Courtney, spoiled little rich kid, son of a wealthy business owner who likes to talk shit and shoot guns. He kind of joined the Astra Unum group later on as he worked with them to get off the planet that he was on and has grown a friendship and business relationship with them since then. And now we're all about to die.
Nice. And you could also find Cliff over at his channel, twitch.tv/quest and cliffhangers. Link is in the chat. He's also got another Savage World stream on Saturdays, and on Thursdays he's got his own D&D stream. What is it you like to call it?
Which one? Quest and cliffhangers?
Was the most interactive D&D
Okay,
stream?
it is the most interactive D&D stream on Twitch, period.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I actually dropped the Twitch part. It's just the most interactive stream now.
Oh, okay. Just go and reach for the stars.
Too, so,
just go ahead and reach for the stars. Might as well, right? So, and so we got Matt next. Matt is a illustrator, and he's got some wonderful stuff out there. Unfortunately, I don't have a command yet for you because you weren't here last week, and I didn't feel the need to rush together and get it. To be honest, so I'll jump on that, Matt, by next week. Sorry, buddy. So,
quite all right.
Matt, go ahead and tell us who you're playing, buddy. You can drop your link, though, in chat, though, if you want.
I am playing Arthur Haeckel. He's a young scientist and inventor. And he's actually just recently, the last couple of months, been reading medical books. So he's going to try to start being not only the scientist, but also the doctor. And it's going to take a little bit to catch up, though. So,
yeah, he feels the need after checking out the last stream he missed and saw the mess that Spencer got into a couple times. So, not only the stream he missed, but then the stream prior to that, because Spencer got effed up in that one too. So, Spencer's just had a good run of it the last couple nights. So, all right, and so since we've already talked about him a couple times, Shaun, introduce your character.
I am playing Spencer, the guy that keeps getting hurt. He is the group's teenager with psychic abilities. He originally joined the crew as a stowaway, who was quickly found out by the crew, and he's sort of begged them to let him make himself useful because he's on the run from a criminal organization that was exploiting him for his psychic abilities. So he's kind of laying low, hanging out with the crew, doing just whatever needs to be done in order to just make some cash and stay away from criminals.
Very cool. Well, you're about as far away from being found by criminals as you can get right now, because they can't even get to this planet because it is an Astra Unum only operated jump cannon, and you're wandering around in the icy, snowy wilderness on a planet they wouldn't give two shits about going to. So, but all right. So, how about it, players? What do y'all want to kind of recap for the viewers and okay, everybody but Cliff because he's already shaking his head. What happened last game?
As usual, I can't remember how we started, but
You started
there-
with picked up about an hour
Oh.
after the interactions with the shaman and an hour after the interactions with the shaman and you guys taking out the scientist and I say you guys. Aston completely takes the blame for that one.
You're welcome.
And then Spencer was just basically just walking his jolly ass into the like the near human tribal villagers camp. So
we learned there were some grumpy aliens because Spencer didn't get alien justice served to him, and they were going to vote for a new leader, which was unusual for them, according to their current leader, who is the one that spared Spencer. And then we talked to the new leader, the guy I can't remember his name of, into flying on our ship to the whatever spirit land alien artifact is what we're hoping it is, because Spencer was going to go with him on his vision quest for more psychic somethings, I think. I think the travel there was fine. It just sort of took time. Oh,
was it fun?
Cyber wolves appeared on the ship, and
Just poof.
they were dealt with. We have no idea how they got there. They didn't show up on the cameras. Arthur, you're supposed to be on that, figuring out why. And everybody had fun with those. I think we lost another scientist to the wolves.
Yeah, I think Aston had a lot of fun with that.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Oh, you were the first one to get mauled.
Yeah, no one
Yeah,
believed
yeah.
him either
Yeah.
for like a whole fucking round. Like,
Yeah, Aston, the big joker. Always pulling pranks like that.
Didn't the ship have some like issues flying? Did it go out of control or something? And you had to set it down?
So after the wolves, we had an issue when we got closer to the thing that the electronics started to fail on it.
Yeah.
So we dispatched the wolves. One scientist died. Whatever.
skip
They had
right
red
past
shirts.
Yeah. Ship goes haywire. Levi's badass pilot takes control over it, lands us safely. And then we'll find ourselves in the middle of, fuck me, it's cold and I can't see anything because it's snowy. And Spencer broke his wrist because he slid down a snowy embankment and couldn't catch his grip. So everybody's trying to tend to him as the shaman kind of is poached up on a ledge looking out. And I decide to join him to see what's going on and see something coming our direction. It's indeterminable what it is, but something is coming our direction. And then, we noticed it. I noticed it, yelled at everybody. We started going. Apparently, calm down is not a great motivator. And that's pretty much where we left off. My abridged version again. Cliff notes.
Well, bam!
I think I was able to splint the wrist though, because I remember not taking an actual wound. So
Yep, that you did.
yeah.
I don't remember why I had you, Jeremy, as a mod. I think it was when we were messing with bots one day. And I forgot to remove you as a mod. So, Can you see that
Cool.
on the chat?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, okay.
I was in the
Yeah.
mod view.
Well, see, now when you type, it'll show the fact that you're subscribed, and you'll get the beer thing. So, yeah, you won't get that as long as you're a mod. So,
Okay.
yeah. Also, you can say "fuck" in my chat. I have very little, like what do you call it? Modding. We call it botting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, so yeah, I think you guys did a good job of summarizing. I will point out that, as I said in the last game, if it hadn't been for Aston walking up and like looking with Karthus, it's very likely you guys would not have been able to avoid turning that encounter into a chase or a combat encounter. And you guys turned it into a quick encounter to try to escape, and then you guys failed the quick encounter. I mean, I gave you guys a chance to get away before it turned bad, and then you guys still failed it. So now we're in the situation where it is now a actual combat or chase, depending on how you guys react to the situation and how it unfolds. So before we start, though, let's begin by talking about bennies and advancement and the stream. So, guys, anyone watching here, thank you for joining us real quick. You can spend your channel points to help the players. And you can spend channel points to give the group as a whole raises. And what that means is you can bump their successes to raises. And they'll pull from the same pool. You can also give the party bennies. And you'll choose individual players to give them bennies to. Or you can give them adventure cards. Now, this is often useful because sometimes the game will give them adventure cards that aren't really useful, given the situation. But once players have used their adventure card, I've worked it into a system in the game where it'll show this thing on their cards on screen. So you'll know that the players who have used their adventure card, it marks it on screen. So you'll know, so don't give them an adventure card. Okay? So, alright. So, but right now, everyone will have their bennies reset, and they'll have their adventure cards reset when it begins. But, of course, players could always use more adventure cards, because they may have bad options. And, of course, players could use more bennies and more raises, that kind of stuff, especially in combat countertop situations. So, but anyways, we will reset bennies and reset adventure cards for everyone. Okay. So I've got my 4 bennies, and you guys have gotten your 3, and Spencer has his 4. Yay for him. Okay. Now, Spencer, when's the last time you updated your PowerPoints?
Probably the last time I used a power, so it was probably before we set out on this leg of the adventure. So before we left the ship, because that was the last time I used a power. Was the mind.
Oh, since before you left the ship? Okay, then it doesn't change then. Okay, because you haven't had a chance to rest. Okay. All right. Okay, then it's where it's at, unfortunately. So 12 is what it is. Okay. So, where we begin is, so your characters, as we left off, your characters unfortunately failed to escape the situation, and you're now together in the wilderness of the forest, and as I said, there's a mist in the air in this forest, and the snow and the tundra and cold all around you, and as I described, there was silhouettes in the fog all around you, right? And they looked vaguely humanoid, right? As they started kind of closing in around you. You have difficulties trying to... Most of you, your options were using athletics to try to run or using stealth to try to hide. I think Levi was trying to like cover your tracks, and Aston was trying to kind of conjure courage in everyone. And unfortunately, you guys failed to evade your foes, and so now we have you guys just barely pulling it together. And we'll say that Aston and Levi are the ones who are seeing the situation because the most around you, and you're spotting the silhouettes as they're kind of closing in on the fog around you through the forest and trees and all that kind of stuff like that. And what you see are what you see are strange looking creatures that look like balls of they look like a kickball sized creature of a torrent of water about the size of a kickball. Okay, as they're slowly getting closer, and it looks almost like if a whitewater rapids was like stuck in the shape of a kickball, and it was just just swarmed and swirling. But in the silhouette of the fog, you can see that bark of trees is getting ripped off of trees nearby, and is starting to swirl and form into a humanoid shape around it. And I'm going to share a map with everyone.
I'll, like, hit Arthur and be like, please tell me there's a fucking scientific explanation for that.
There probably is, but I don't know what it is.
Now, I'm going to give you guys, some of you are going to, I don't know why there's a little cyber wolf down there. That's weird. Now, all of you are going to get a smarts roll when you first see it, but you're going to get a -2. All
A
right,
pretty
cool.
map.
Yeah, that is a good time to shout out, actually, heroic maps. I would have loved to use the one Matt did, but you guys avoided that encounter by taking the spaceship. So, but yeah, this is by heroic maps. This is one of their fantasy maps. They do. All right, now, and now we'll drop the foes on there. Now, wow, you guys rolled amazing. Okay, Spencer, why don't you go ahead and roll a smarts with a -2 for me?
Probably not going to make this, given all the
Yeah, because you get a total of -4.
I already have. Ooh, never mind.
Oh, wow.
Aced
Okay,
it. Nice.
jeez. Okay, so, all right. Interesting. Okay, so this is where all of them are around you. And for those of you on the map on screen, I apologize. They're kind of far out, so I'll zoom out so you can see them all at the moment. Yes, they're pretty far at the edge of their vision. The tokens will be kind of, yeah. Stop turning my characters. Now, okay, so what do you, let's see, let's do initiative, and so that's how far away they are right now. And, oh wow, Levi Roosevelt was dealt Black Joker. You get Joker bonus and can go whenever you want this round. Levi, so you're going behind everyone. You're using your metal boot to like slide around the snow to try to cover up everyone's step. You look up and you see these creatures, and your first instinct kicks in to like ready your weapons, and you look around and you see these strange monsters, and there's a moment of disbelief, like your eyes don't believe what you're seeing. Like you literally do not believe what you're seeing.
I think I'm
What do you
just
do?
going to wait.
You're gonna hold your action.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Aston, what do you do? Same for you. You find it difficult to just believe what you are seeing around you.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But you're leading the way. You're in front of everyone else. You're trying to encourage. Karthus is dragging Spencer along, the wounded. I mean, he's got him by one arm. He's pulling the kid. As you can see, their tokens are beside each other. He's pulling the kid along. What do you do?
Well, for one, I'm gonna yell at Spencer and say, like, do that thing and see if you can ask him what the fuck these are. And
There's a look, Spencer, you look over at Karthus, and he sees them behind him, and there's a look of fear on Karthus's eyes.
Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run over to. I'm gonna run over to Karthus, and assist him in helping Spencer move.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want me to delay my turn until just before Karthus, or
I don't remember if wounds actually give you a pace penalty. But we were just like in narration, like Karthus was dragging him because he was just like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's in bad.
Actually, I
no,
think
that's exactly what I
Spencer
would
has
do.
a lower pace. Yeah, Spencer has a lower pace because he's a child. He has a pace of 4.
Can I assist on a pace roll?
I mean, you can pick him up and carry him because he's 15. If you got a high enough strength.
I have a bad gut wound.
Yeah.
Lifting things ain't too good.
Yeah, you can
right
use
now.
a strength to basically drag him with Karthus, but yeah, you got a gut wound. I mean, that's a good point.
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna roll athletics and see if I can assist in some way. It
Yeah, sure.
makes the most narrative sense.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Well,
God.
look at that. Look at that. Okay. All right. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll say
muscling
that
through the
since
pain,
you
run up
are
and-
since you are using athletics to drag Spencer, his pace is the same as yours this turn. And if this turns into a chase, then he can move on the same card as you if it turns into a chase. As long as someone is assisting him. All right. Spencer. You have no move. You'll be moving on Cliff's move, essentially. Cliff, do you want to use the rest of your move to pull Spencer?
Oh yeah. That's it. That's the
Sure.
game plan if we
Okay.
can.
Yeah. So you can go up to here and then here. All right. Okay. Spencer, what do you do?
So we're just trying to run away at this point.
It's up to you what you're doing.
Hmm.
It looks like that's what the rest of the party. It looks like that's the party that has acted so far. That's what they're doing.
Do you want to fight the hovering water balls that are pulling tree bark off as they pass by?
Yeah, I can do that.
Spencer, you have the same sense of disbelief about the situation. But I will actually that's pretty much the same situation. Yes, same sense of disbelief.
Disbelief,
You think
like,
your eyes are deceiving you.
Can I make a psionics roll to see if maybe it's an illusion?
That would be an action, but yes, you can do it.
Okay.
So you kind of like focus your sonics and put your hand on your head, kind of like psych or something like that, and just kind of okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to see,
Yeah, sure.
whatever I do, maybe they're not giving off any kind of like intelligence signals or anything
Sure.
like that.
Unless you spend a Benny to fix that, then you failed. You got 5 bennies though.
You know what?
Oh, let me
I
fix that
am-
on the screen, by the way. You
Yeah.
all have 5. You have 5 bennies
How the hell did I get 5 pennies?
because someone got a Joker.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna spend one. Just because I'm like, I don't want us to waste ammo and get into a fight if we don't need to.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say that the illusion immediately breaks for you. And what you see,
Mhm.
you think might be more horrific than what you saw before. but it is definitely believable. So what you see is immediately the snow like starts melting around them. You start pushing out like 135 hertz of gamma wave energy and theta energy towards the creatures, and you feel a psychic energy pushing back against you, and you push through some sort of psychic illusion, and it just pushes it back, and you see a metallic ball about the size of a kickball, and it's pulsing with white energy. And occasionally you see flares up that look like solar flares, like just expunging around it. And you see all the snow just melting, and the trees around it burning up. The trees immediately near it burning up. And essentially what you're seeing is, the best way to describe it is something like a tiny white dwarf star, like throwing off solar flares encapsulated in a metal sphere.
Okay.
And it's melting the snow and earth around it, and it's just hovering in the air. And there are 4 of them closing in around you guys from all sides. Well, except for directly in front of you.
Okay, and that's what these things are?
Yes. They look like tiny white dwarves encapsulated in metal, floating in space.
You got this, little buddy.
But everybody else is seeing humanoid
Yeah,
creatures.
but it's a possibility that they'll start seeing the truth soon, because they're
Okay.
seeing through the illusion already.
Okay. So I yell that out, and I'm just like, they're actually balls of energy. They're not humanoids or humans or aliens or whatever.
How the fuck is that any better?
It's not. It's actually
Don't
way
even the
worse.
feet. They're floating.
You feel the grip on you tighten,
Oh,
not in a loving way.
that is useful information.
Arthur, what do you do?
So which direction are we? Kind of going southwest?
You are going this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the way we were going before these things appeared.
Yeah, that's where the outpost is that way.
Okay. Arthur is going to. Well, okay. First, Spencer calling out that it's an illusion.
If you guys get far enough away, we can turn this into a chase. If you guys want to run. If you guys want to stay and fight, though, go right ahead and stay and fight.
Well, as Arthur is moving forward, he kind of stops for a moment, and he is going to make a snowball, and he's going to attempt to hit. How do I target again? Anyway, the
you
one
can
in
just control-click on the tokens.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's going to throw a snowball at what Spencer says is an illusion. See if something happens. Can I roll shooting?
Sure. I don't know why I didn't target it. Weird. But yeah, you did hit it. Just roll damage directly onto the token in the map. Should do it correctly this time.
Well, I was just throwing a snowball.
Oh, that's why I didn't do it. Okay. You hit it with the snow. Well, actually, what happens is, since it was a snowball, it hits the energy like around it, and it just melts the snowball.
Okay.
You're
So
just trying to see if it's real, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, technically that should have been an athletics roll, but I'm just because you're just using a snowball, I'll allow it. So, yeah, so you throw it and it just melts it.
Okay.
But it definitely did do it. It doesn't like phase through it or anything like an illusion. Like it is the real deal. Like it's really there. Yeah. And now it's their turn.
Nope.
I'm just
don't
going to
like
move
this.
them all, and then I'll have them all act.
From a fantasy ground standpoint, how do you get them all to like nest under one card?
Oh, that's something only fantasy. Oh, you just okay. That little symbol that looks like 3 people beside wounds. You stack the NPC link symbol.
Yeah,
in there.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that's 1. Okay, so 1 is going to attack Arthur. And I know this is a melee attack. Yes. It has a reach of 12. So you feel gravity shift around you, Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
And you react like just at the last moment. Almost like you've been in scrapes before and that kind of stuff like that. And you just like flinch backwards and step back as you feel like the air and like wind shift around you. And like you see the snow like lift up. And you felt like it was like something was about to happen to you. And then you see like the snow just get slammed to the ground. And then you see like all of it like explode up around you.
Well, I don't know what these things are, but they are not friendly.
All right. And second one goes towards Karthus. Karthus is shaken. And now the Dwarf Hunter 3. Dwarf Star Hunter 3 is going to try to use Slam on you. I'm curious if this actually works. It hits you. So Jeremy, you feel like gravity shift all around you. And does your exosuit like have like rockets and stuff like that?
No, it's just the normal
Okay.
spacesuit, whatever.
Yeah, so you feel gravity shift around you and stuff like that, and you get thrown into the air and like just get tossed back down. But you maintain your footing and your hydraulics kick in and they kind of reset your body. And you feel like all that cushioning and all that extra armor kept you safe.
Well, it's just the EVA suit and a synth weave. It's not the
Yeah.
cool ranger suit thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But what I'm getting at is that the
I'm with
heavy
you.
armor kept you safe. Yeah. And now, and the other one is going to, damn, I'm gonna roll a dice. Lowitz, Aston, Hyatt's, Spencer. Sorry, Spencer. It was a D4.
It's going to be
All
a
right.
short game.
Hit with raise. Oh, jeez.
I might be using an adventure card then. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, he rolled low. Oh, good God. Okay, all right. So you feel gravity shift and your feet get thrown into the air, but since Aston has a hold of you, like you just spin on his hand, and Cliff just drags you at the right moment and like reasserts you back in the right position, and you're unharmed. Thank goodness.
Okay.
You still want to fight these fucking things?
Oh, Jesus.
Kothis the Unburnt is his shaken status was removed, and he look at that. Redeemed, given a PC an adventure card. Talius, thank you so much. Talius is giving Aston an adventure card. So let's do that.
Oh, I have so many good ones to choose from now.
Did that work when I gave it to you?
It did, yep.
All right, sweet. Okay. And now Kothis is going to use. He is just going to run. He is going to spend his action to move his pace and then run. I forgot to just hit the running die. Only got one extra. All right.
I would like to
Yeah, use your card.
do the same basic thing Kothis did.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Look at you.
You tough old coot.
All right, so move yourself 11 squares.
Get picked up, slam down, grab your footing, and just run.
Like ripping right through tree limbs. Doesn't even push him out of the way because he's in like his mech suit basically, and just ripping him down as he's running through. All right, so we'll take him off a hold, and then we'll Kothis the Unburnt. Yeah, he's just gonna run again. That's pretty much what he does. I'm gonna look and see if he's got any power that he wants to do. Actually, yeah, he's gonna throw you guys a bone. He's gonna try to use stun on one of them. Yeah, he's gonna try to use stun. He's gonna try to move it up to a medium burst template. Try to get two of them. He's gonna try to help. Yeah, that's what he does. Oh, not big enough. Not big enough. Oh, because they're not dumb. They didn't stay that close together. All right, so he's going to get the one that's attacking Shaun. So Spencer. And that means he's going to have to make a vigor roll. That's not good. I'm going to spend a GM Benny to help you guys out. Actually, I don't have to do that. He's a wild card. I'll use his wild card Benny. All right, he's going to do that. Wild card Benny. Reroll that Sonic's roll. I want to use another. Because he wants to help Spencer. No. Nope.
Yep. You don't want to help him that bad.
Apparently not. And he's going to continue his movement forward.
Could I tell what he was trying to do?
Yeah, he reached out with his hand, and it looks like he was trying to affect them some way with like some sort of like stun or something like that. Trying to slow the creatures down, impede them. Spencer, what do you do?
I will also try to affect them.
All right.
I'm gonna go for
With
number
what?
4. Bolt.
Okay.
See what we're doing here.
Look at that. Even with the wounds. Nice.
Yeah, barely.
Okay. All right, so you hit one of them, and the strike breaks the outer shell of it. And it breaks the outer shell of it. The white dwarf, like the outer shell, the metal sphere, like completely explodes and like cracks. And you see the white dwarf like becomes unstable. And like it starts to kind of like starts to expand, and you see all the snow in this much of an area, and all the forestation immediately vaporizes. And he is just in a 6 second span, immediately gone. Like pretty much everything is gone in a medium burst template.
Oh shit. Okay. So I'm like, ooh, just yell like, stay away from them. They are. It's not dead.
No, it's definitely dead. Like the white dwarf is
it died.
gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
it just ceased to exist. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
Yeah.
like they explode when they die. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Thought I would just say that out loud.
All right, Arthur, what do you do? Yeah, kicking them would be bad. Yes. So essentially, you guys would take damage if you were in melee. If you were in that beam and burst template when you killed one, and probably be thrown out.
Is there? I mean, Aston is already helping Spencer, so I'm guessing another person helping would not actually help. Is this correct?
I mean, you probably wouldn't help, to be honest.
That's true. Yeah. Never mind. Not me.
I mean, I'm just gonna be frank.
This is true. I always forget. Arthur is going to keep moving forward.
I mean, there's a chance that Aston could fail his athletics roll to like. I mean, well, actually, I wouldn't say that I'd require him to make the athletics roll every turn to drag Shaun. But does that make sense, though? Right? Yeah.
It's highly likely he would fail his athletics roll. Definitely a
Like
fluke
Arthur?
that he didn't.
Yeah.
Me.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'd make you make the roll every turn. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think in that case, I mean, has the illusion dropped then? Can he see their...
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Like, so the people whose turns have come around, I think the illusion is starting to fade for some, like for the ones who've had their turns come around, right? So, so Spencer, you've definitely seen it for what it is. Arthur, you're starting to see, like you're seeing for what they are now, right? Maybe like the vaporizing explosion is when you first are seeing them now for white dwarves, right? Like you didn't see them as like this torrent of riptide in a ball. You saw an actual metal explosion and a white dwarf implode. Like,
Okay. In that case, can Arthur make like a science roll regarding them?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a knowledge action, so I'd probably say no action, really. It's a knowledge check, so.
Okay.
Yeah. You definitely recognize what's happened. Essentially, is that whatever that metal thing is around them probably keeps them stable, right? So whatever solar things these are, whatever, if are they beings, are they objects, whatever they are, the metal spheres are probably just something that keeps them stable. And the minute one of you destroyed that, they just went poof.
Okay. I guess Arthur will pass that on to the party as he runs forward.
But I bet you're a bit intrigued as to how you could take one of these things down without making one implode.
You say it's possible.
You're intrigued about the idea, at least.
Yes. Let's see, 6. Okay. So he moves forward.
You want to do anything besides move?
I mean, I don't think he has anything on him.
You want to take a run action then?
Well, I don't want to get too far away from the party either, in case something terrible happens.
Okay. All right. Levi, what do you do?
I would like to do 2 actions, both of which would be doing a 3-round burst with the auto pistol.
Nice. Okay.
Targeting that one, number 2, the one that's got targeted.
Okay.
Oh, that missed. That's why we're trying it. 2 actions.
You also
That is
got
the wrong
an
one.
extra Benny.
Oh yeah.
You
Ooh,
spend Benny?
and so if I drag this here,
Yep.
it
You
automatically
get the same exact roll.
Sweet. So we'll just try that again.
Right.
That's better.
There we go. Hit with a raise. Very cool. Okay, so we got one that is shaken. Very sweet. So you hit the outer shell of it, and it kind of just like bounces back a little bit and spins in the air, but it is still there.
I can still move my pace, correct?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
You can run, by the way. The penalty for running is not an action. It's just the penalty is consistent with a multi-action. It's the same penalty, but it is not an action. So
Yeah, but I'd have
yeah.
to, or I think I would
Yeah, I'm
have had
just
to
letting
say
you
I
know.
was running
You would.
first.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Five? I think that's 5. Ooh, there it goes.
Your pace is more than 5, ain't it? Your pace in the suit's like 7 or 8, ain't it?
I'm in an EVA suit, not the
Oh, that's right.
combat one.
Oh, real? Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, my bad. Okay, Aston, you're still dragging Spencer along. What do you do?
I yell, get a move on.
You're muted. You pulled a Jeremy.
I am, yeah. So if I just roll pace die to run, I'm dragging him with me still.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. He can keep doing whatever he's doing, but we need to get the fuck out of here.
Nice.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dragging him along with.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna have them act, and then I think the gap is far enough that we'll switch chase rules after this, unless the gap somehow significantly gets a lot closer. But I think we can switch chase rules after this. They can get closer, but I don't think they can get that much closer to you guys. They can start slamming you though. All right, so the Dwarf Star Hunter 2 is going to it's actually going to move up. Well, they do have a power that could actually cause them to close on you guys.
2 is shaken, right?
Yes, thank you. Good point. Okay, so 2 is shaken. Yes. Good catch. Oh, it's removed. It's removed. but one. I forgot to make one act. One is going to actually I need to make two act. He's gonna have a -2 to everything. Because he is going to move up to his pace, and he is going to drop a medium burst template stun on everyone. That look on Levi's face was awesome. You the guys that got in a little ball. Except for Arthur. Okay, so I need all of you guys to make actually let me roll this to see if I get a raise first. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna spend a GM Benny. Because I need to make a Benny at least to get the actual roll off. Okay. Alright. Now, I need each of you to make a vigor roll, please. Aston is good. Levi is not. Arthur doesn't have to. He's not in the burst. Okay, so Levi is the only one affected. Those
Benny's
old
ain't
bones
helping
catching
tonight.
up with him.
Use that adventure card.
I'll use the reinforcements card, except it's reinforcements for the bad guys.
Don't use that card.
The shitty card. No.
All right, so Levi gets the stun condition. Before I apply this card, I'm making sure it's going to happen. Or you do have a card to stop me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you have the stun condition now. The rest of you are kosher, but you have the stun condition. And, I forgot about Carthus. Where is that fucker? No, he's good. Okay. And now we will do Dwarf Star Hunter 1. And he rolls up close to Arthur, and he uses something. Something unique here. Make a smarts roll, please. Arthur. Damn it.
Wrong person to do the smarts move.
I know, right? He doesn't know who he's going up against. He doesn't know. So you feel you feel some sort of alien and foreign mind reach out to yours. And it almost like throws your head back for a split second, like just for a moment. And it reaches out to yours, and it's prying and picking its way through your thoughts and your brain. And then you build up the resolve to push it back out. And then the last one. Oh, man. The last one is going to take a run action. Because it's got to stop you guys from getting away. And he's going to try me and burst template's done. Oh, you're already stunned. No, you didn't. Yeah, you are. Yep. Well, make sure to hold on the distance. Yep, he's good. All right. I need the three of you. Spencer, Aston, make vigor rolls for me. You might not. It might not matter. I'm spending a GM Benny. Come on. Okay, so he sends the stun out, and it hits the trees above you guys, and you see a wave of energy hit them, and the trees go above you guys. And I'm using up all my GM bennies in the first scene.
I like it.
I know, right? Okay, so the chat, I need some GM bennies. Come on, guys. I'm down 2 here. The players are going to escape. Help me out here. Can't have this. All right. Okay, so we're going to switch to chase mode here. I think there's a pretty good little spread. The only one that's going to be on the lower cards that's going to be closer to the bad guys is going to be Arthur. So okay, so we're going to put all the cards out, and so we're going to.
So when Levi was stunned, was there any visual cue that he was? Like, do we know that it happened running next to him?
I fell over.
Yeah, you gain the prone condition, don't you?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good visual cue, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, it is a physical. You do gain a physical effect, right? So, I mean, it is a physical energy. Like I said, you see this tree shake and all that kind of stuff like that. So, I mean, you do see a wave blast out. So we're gonna line you guys up, kind of like this, and just for now, real quick, and then I'm gonna lay some cards out. Oh crap! I moved the friggin' deck 'cause I forgot to lock it again. Lock the position of the deck. Thank you. All right. Okay. And we should be able to zoom into the map a little better now. All right. Looks a lot better now. All right. We only need to see about 10 cards worth of distance. Can you guys see that okay? You can probably zoom into your screen a little closer. All right. Okay. So we're pretty much going to start the bad guys over here on the far end, because I don't see this encounter going backwards for any reason. Hold on a second.
All right, now's our time to conspire.
Quick, get him. That's my plan.
Sorry, I kept hearing Parks and Rec in the background. My wife's watching Parks and Rec. Okay, so the only person it looks like was within five inches on the map was Arthur. So Arthur is going to be right here. And the rest of you were about 10 inches away. So you're all going to be here. Okay? Whenever all of you get 5 cards away, that's when it ends. Okay? The maneuvering roll that you use to get away, to break away, since it's foot chase, is athletics. Okay? Alright? So Arthur.
Should I say goodbye now?
Alright. Now, you can support each other. Come up with ideas to support each other to help you guys escape. Be creative. You know me. I'm willing to help you guys out and give you guys ideas to help each other. Use powers and that kind of stuff. Powers, like, just treat it like a combat encounter, right? Like, if you guys can think of things just like a combat encounter, they can help each other. That's why we keep a map out there. If you think, like, if Shaun can think of a power, or you can shoot each other, just like combat. It is a combat encounter. You can still shoot each other, okay? So you can do all the things you can do in a normal combat encounter. It's just the goal is getting away as opposed to fighting. So, all right? Okay. So, now, let's kick this thing off. Now, okay, so the cards are laid out. Now, looks like Arthur's got the high card, so he can go first. Arthur, what do you want to do?
Okay, so if he used his stunner pistol to attempt to deliver an electric charge, assuming the projectile could make it through the energy field, would that count as a success if it hits? Or how does this work?
Well, it's just like anything else. I mean, weapons that do damage. Weapons that do stun. Like if the weapon was just do stun before, then it does stun in a chase. You don't know how a stunning weapon will affect these things, honestly.
Right. Okay. I mean, I guess, can he do that and still try to run?
Okay, so check the library and I'll lead you guys to it, and then you guys can know where it's at, so when we're playing, you guys can reference it. But the chase rules are on this link, and you guys can look at it. But
with chases, you get a free athletics roll as a maneuver. You can attempt to use an action to add +2 to it to actually do something. Or you can take your action to use your pistol or whatever else you want to do.
Yeah, the +2 is essentially like you taking the run action. But maneuvering is free. So, yeah, it's like pace is free in combat. So, you can do anything else, but you will always get to move for free.
Okay.
But considering you're not very athletic, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah. So could he then essentially like roll smarts to like try to calculate a efficient trajectory through the trees that would like slow the enemy down or something like that to give him a +2?
I mean, that seems like something you would do to support someone else. I mean, you need to focus on just running better. Does that make sense?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. How can I get a +2 to this?
You just use your action.
You're just going to do it. You're spending your action to get a +2 automatically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're just automatically doing it by spending as an action. Yeah.
Yeah, to simplify it, I would recommend just rolling athletics first.
Yeah.
And then decide from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you roll good, you may not want to spend the action, but
got it. Oh,
look at you.
He made it.
So there you go.
Okay, so now what's going to happen is since you didn't get a raise, you're only going to go one square up, one card up. So you go there. Okay? Do you want to take another action?
How are you unskilled in athletics?
He has no athletics.
Isn't that one of the ones you start off with at a D4?
Is it?
Isn't it?
It may be a core skill, actually.
I think it's one of the core skills.
Aston, you want to look it up for us?
Yeah, I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, thank you. Help us out. Watch it be a core skill, and he's been sucking.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Rolling unskilled this entire game.
Yeah, so you actually got 2 on top of that, so you actually got it with a raise.
Oh, look at
your
that.
skills. You have athletics. It's like your first one.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. He's had it on his sheet the entire time?
Well, that I can't see.
Oh, no, he doesn't have it.
I did not realize it was a core.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, everybody gets core skills at D4. Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, that means you get to go 2 cards up. So hoorah, you are not at the back anymore. So Matt, Arthur gets this like furious burst of energy when he realizes that he's in the back of the pack. But you still get to take an action. What do you do?
Okay, so then to help the others, could he like point out a I don't know, a tactical route through the
Sure.
trees that would help them and slow them
Sure,
down?
that would be like that would be a skill roll though, to like give someone a +2 or something like that, like a support roll for essentially the next person maybe acting. So
What's
I'll let anyone
skill?
take it. I don't know, whatever skill you want to say. What skill do you think it is?
Like
survival,
notice?
science? Sure,
I don't have
notice.
I have
Sure,
notice.
yeah, that's good. Make a notice roll.
I'll
No.
go ahead and Betty that.
Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, so you give the next person who acts, if you want it to be, a +2. Sweet.
Excellent.
Okay, but unfortunately, it's their actions. So unfortunately, you guys are still within range of most of their abilities. So they're going to drop the hammer on you guys.
Did we skip Levi and Cathus?
No, they're on card 2.
Cathus?
They're on 2.
We're
I
following the
just
cards
drug
on the
cards
map.
from the. I messed up and just drug cards from the deck. I'll drag cards from the what do you call it? Combat tracker next turn. But I forgot you could do that. But I just drug cards straight from the what do you call it? The actual deck. But
I think that's how you're supposed to do it
yeah.
for Chase, isn't it?
It doesn't matter. I just drug them straight from the. Yeah. But you can, next turn I'll just drag them straight from the what do you call it? But anyways, so we'll have them act, and I think they'll just try to slam you guys this turn. Yeah, because I'm not that mean. Ooh, I did hit the one that was stunned. Didn't even remember how I did that. You are now shaken, Levi. And now Dwarf Star Hunter 2 is going to try to slam Karthus. That is a miss. And Athos. And so all of you guys by this point are understanding, like you're seeing them for what they really are, right? Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So you feel gravity completely shift around you, and instead of picking you straight up in the air, like you're running ahead, and you feel your hands get ripped from Spencer, and you're just pulled and slammed against a tree. Unless you find a way to Benny this.
Nope.
Okay, so
Okay.
you get slammed against a tree.
I'm playing an adventure card.
Oh, nice. Okay. Play
Not
after an attack
today.
to change it from a success to a critical failure. Okay. All right, so what happens is you feel yourself about to get picked up and slammed against a tree, but then Spencer reaches out his hand and grabs you at the last moment and pulls you back. And you feel the gravity force like slip you free. Spencer saved you. And you feel the creature behind you. Sorry, you look back at the creature behind you, and you see it shaking violently. And we will give it the shaking condition because it got a critical failure on it. That's the best thing I can think of.
Okay.
All right. Very cool. So Spencer reached out and caught you before you got thrown into the tree. All right. Now, okay, so you guys can act in any order you want, but the first person gets +2.
Levi, go ahead and take it.
Do I even get to do anything since I'm stunned? Are we still following that mechanic?
You are stunned and shaken. Can you move while you're stunned? I think you can't.
I cannot move. I don't know which order. I assume the stunned would happen first because it's a vigor roll to just see if I'm not stunned. And once I'm not stunned, I'm still like, yep.
Yep, you're still stunned.
I would like to Benny that.
Benny the roll?
Can I?
Yes, you can. All right.
That
You got
didn't
the
help.
+2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to get the what's the +2 from?
From Arthur?
Well, that was a notice roll to navigate in the wilderness.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm still stunned then.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to give it to you, but it was really for notice for navigating the wilderness. It doesn't really apply here.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, so noticing,
One of you guys though can pick him up, maybe, and drag him along. I mean, it's
So
maybe Carthus does that.
Well, so once I notice that Levi is down and not moving, I seen him get hit,
Yeah.
and then he just didn't get back up.
The old man's on the ground.
I'm gonna kind of look at Carthus and kind of like gesture like I'm giving him Spencer, and like do like some rudimentary like run and shove my hand off.
Right.
And I'm gonna turn around and shoot at the one that lifted me.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a multi-action on it, I think.
Yeah, you're gonna try to shoot and then pick up Levi. Both
Yep.
actions. Okay, so click the one action button to make it 2 actions.
Yep. And how does it work with 3-round burst?
3-round burst gives you +1 to shooting and +1 to damage.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that. And you know what? Fuck it. Can I use this guy?
The beginning of no.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Can I get my card back?
I don't know how to give cards back.
If you just click the little info icon on the side of it and drag it over me, it'll give it right back to me.
The text?
The little icon to the left of the text.
Okay.
Yeah. You just drag that over the adventure card, that should give it right back.
Okay, good deal. Did it give it back to you when I did it?
No.
Oh, that doesn't work now.
I clicked and dragged on the card.
Oh.
Posted it again. I don't know.
I thought you could do it that way.
No, I think once a card's used, it's used.
That's fine. What's the chance of us getting into another combat session?
Yeah, I'll just give you another card. But
okay, well then we're gonna do that.
There you go, another card. Nice.
And then harmed. Yeah, no, let's go ahead and
Ping! Off the metallic sphere armor.
Hey.
Aston, you play a lot of Destiny. These guys look kind of like the things that follow you on Destiny, except it's got like solar flares like erupting from them.
I don't like that at all. I don't like the ones in Destiny. I lost a Benny by right-clicking on it when I was trying to drag it over.
Oh, really? Okay.
I only have one now it's showing, but I was going to Benny that.
It says you have 2 on my screen.
What the hell? Okay, let me see.
How many have you used? You should have had 4.
Well, I've used 2, so I should have 2 because I was going to Benny this roll.
Oh.
And it still didn't do shit. Okay.
It's weird. On my screen, it says you have 2.
Roll it down to 1. Should be just one now.
Oh, okay.
Now it shows I have none.
Weird. I'm seeing one on your character sheet.
Yeah,
What?
for some reason, all my Benny icons are gone now.
Weird. I'm just seeing one. That's crazy.
Okay.
Maybe leave the desktop and see if it fixes again.
Yeah.
And because I'm seeing.
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah. If I close the character sheet, and open it back up, it's there. How
Okay.
weird. Okay.
All right.
And then so it pings off of them, doesn't do anything, and then I'm gonna attempt to help. So instead of helping him directly, as far as like picking him up, can I do anything to support his vigor roll for his next turn?
I mean, not how you use your actions, but I mean, yeah, an athletics
Well,
could be
only
used
one
that
action.
way. Oh. Well, you did your multi-action. You could just use an athletics to try to, like, kind of. That would be like supporting him. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
And the intent is to help him with his vigor roll. Okay.
Cool. That's what
Oh,
athletics
Lord.
could be, right?
We'll see. Oh, thank God. Okay.
There you go. So you get a +1 to your vigor next turn. Okay.
And I'm not gonna roll a pace die for this. I'm gonna, or in athletics to run. I'm standing here to help Levi up.
Cool. Aw, you'll die together.
Yep.
Okay. So Koth is going to do the similar thing with Spencer. Look at that.
Bye.
And look at that. Okay. Spencer, this is what happens. All right. And Spencer, what do you do? I mean, you're getting drug around by him, so you're moving at Karthus' pace. What do you do though for your action?
So the only thing I think I could do right now with any hope of success is psionics. I'm taking too many negatives to do anything else.
Okay. Well, you're 20 inches away from the bad guys now. So I think you're out of range of smarts.
I am.
I mean, you could use a weapon if you have a weapon, but I think you had a laser pistol before, and it does not work anymore.
Does not work.
Yeah.
So can I just use? I'm not terrible at athletics.
Well, you're being drug along at the pace of Karthus, so.
Yeah. So I was thinking like athletics, just to make sure that if I make my roll, does that at least, if I do it well enough, it provides a bonus to somebody else or helps out in some way.
You could try to help, like, support others maybe with like you could use like notice to do something like that maybe, kind of like how Arthur did.
Okay.
Yeah. Like trying to spot in the wilderness. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, notice would be a good one. Notice I think would be good.
Okay. Because I just want to make sure we don't have I'll just say I'm looking to make sure we don't have more of these things popping up in front of us or something.
Yeah, or that, or don't slip and fall in the ice, or watch out for that ravine. Don't fall in like I did earlier.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, Aston, you got another Benny from Talius. Appreciate it, Talius.
Thank God.
Because you keep burning through them, man. Stop burning them.
I got to keep pace with you.
Oh, Levi's down on Benny's. I need to take away.
So on these group rolls, like if you fail, is it like super bad? Does it take away somebody's success or something?
On what now? Sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out if I need to Benny this. So if you fail like a group roll like this, does it?
It's not group rolls. It's not like that. Like
Oh,
essentially,
okay.
you guys once you're up to 5 cards
Mhm.
away from the other creatures, you're free from the chase. That's the way it works.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not group rolls in a chase.
Okay.
Like some of you could break away from the bad guys, and some of you could get slaughtered by them. I mean,
That's you. That's you and me, Levi. That's us.
Yeah, I know. I remember we had this conversation how we just had to be faster than Spencer.
And then we totally didn't listen to ourselves.
oh gosh, and so
I was listening. I was
I
in
decided to
front.
do the
I got
cards right
stunned.
this time.
Oh.
You deal from. So yeah, how do you deal the cards from the? How do you pull the cards from the combat tracker?
I don't know. I haven't done that. Every time I've run the
How have
chase,
you
I've done
been?
it like you did it. But
Oh.
the chase cards themselves that you laid down, I was always basing initiative off of what was rolled in combat tracker, not what was rolled off of here.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you were supposed to use initiative off of what was rolled here.
You might be. I could be
Okay.
doing this all wrong.
Oh, okay.
But the only thing that I've noticed that the chase cards on the map really matter is like when you hit clubs, you have to deal with that setback.
No, I think you're right, actually, because the clubs, you're right. I forgot about that. My bad. Okay, this turn we'll be doing the clubs right, though. I forgot about that. Thank you.
Yeah, because it's like the clubs on the thing do something, and
Yes, it's a
then whatever
complication.
card you have determines what type of complication it is.
Yes. Thank you for the reminder. I hardly ever run chases in period in Savage Worlds, and it's the first time in this edition. Okay, but unfortunately, the bad guys got a Joker.
I got a second Joker too.
Wow, you got a Joker
Good, you
too?
fucking need it. Get
wow,
up.
I don't
Let's
think we've
run.
ever done a Joker in 2 Jokers in the same round before.
Isn't
Wow.
there a rule for that too?
You at the end of a round, if you're playing on the tabletop, at the end of that round, you reshuffle all the decks. But it's at the end of the round, so it is possible to get 2 Jokers. But it's really fucking rare. Like it's really rare. Okay, so this is what happens. They're gonna use athletics, which honestly it's a bullshit. But I gave them athletics. It's basically their flight. It's their piloting essentially. But I gave it to them. Actually, I need to roll that like a wild. Actually, I need to do it this way. It's a group roll. There we go. So they go. All right. And now that's not good for you guys.
Mm-mm.
And oh, geez. They are going to use. I want Levi and Aston to both make smarts rolls, please. RPG Sploon, thank you for resubscribing for 2 months. Appreciate that. Make smarts rolls, please. Okay, so far so good. Levi.
Even though I'm stunned.
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, they might botch
Worse
this.
was.
Okay, that's good for you.
I have nothing
Unfortunately, it's
else
not
to
good
do
for
except
Aston.
think.
Okay. Levi's good. And Arthur, make a smarts roll. They're getting the sensation that they can't catch you. Or they think they might not be able to catch you. So they have an alternative solution. Damn it. Okay, so Aston, you feel something reach into your mind, a force reach into your mind, and it starts picking away at your thoughts, at your brain, and suddenly, something feels like it's been ripped out. It's hard to describe what that feeling is. And then you don't know where you are. You're bewildered, you're
I could play
stunned.
my adventure card.
Okay. What is your adventure card?
Help arrives from a source determined by the GM. Here comes the cavalry.
Okay. All right, let me see the card. Ask plays the card. Here it comes. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. You couldn't have played it in the most remote place in the fucking galaxy.
So here's my thoughts, if you care.
Yeah, sure. Throw it at me.
So Carthus still has to have some people that follow him, right? It can't be just everybody is a defector.
Who has some people who follow him?
The shaman, Carthus.
Oh, yeah, some other trial people, maybe.
So he has to
Okay.
have some people that are still.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Woolly
Yeah.
Scoopjaw.
Nice. Holy I love the way you said it. Holy Scoopjaw joins the fray. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's a neat idea, right? Because you guys took a spaceship there, right? Like you have like this like speed advantage, but like maybe it is like some because it says an ally, but maybe it is like some sort of like just some sort of weird like monstrous like creature that just lives in the forest, right?
Enemy
Like
of my enemy is a friend.
right? Just gets angered just by the fact that you guys are here, and just these things, this conflict is happening. All right, cool. I'm down for it. All right, let's do it. All right, let's go ahead though, and give me a second. I'll throw it in the initiative. Just give me some time to think about it. Okay. Okay, and so they acted. Your memory is sapped away though, so you're still that thing still happened. Okay, and Levi, what do you do?
Try to
Oh, I
be
didn't skip anything.
unstunned.
Okay, well, that's a lot of
It's
rolling.
rolling things
You are
on its own.
unstunned.
Sweet.
Now you're still shaken. Do you want to spend a Benny to remove the shaking condition?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me change everybody's bennies because everybody got more bennies. So you should be at 2, and Arthur is at 3. Yeah. Okay. Well, he's already right because apparently he used one at some one point. I didn't even know that. Jeez, Spencer needs to use some. And Aspen is at 2. Oh, you used one. Okay. Yeah, everybody's right. Okay, good deal. All right.
All right.
Now,
So,
do you want to use one to remove your shaking condition?
yes.
You're back down to 1. Okay. Awesome.
Crap. Well, first I get up because apparently I didn't lose prone.
Prone, getting up from prone uses some of your movement.
Yeah.
So with him having 4 raises or 3 raises, because he should have got the +1 for my assist in the vigor too. Can we just say he's up?
Sure, that sounds good. Because like prone and something like that is hard to manage in like
a
chase, right? So we'll say you're up. We won't even track that.
I would like if it takes a notice action or something. I want to try and notice that Aston is A, still there, and B, confused.
Yeah, he looks completely like he got hit by something, but you didn't see what it is. But he looks like he's just like mentally lost.
I'm going to yell run and try to grab him and run towards the people that I know, not the monsters that I don't.
And you grab him, you're going to get a +1, I believe, on the athletics roll because of Spencer's notice prior.
Okay. So 1 and athletics. Whoosh. Oh, that's not useful. Oh, wait, that's 6. I saw the 3.
Okay. That is a success. So you both go here. Right?
Cool.
All right. You still get an action, though. Well, you grabbed him and pulled him with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Kothis. What does Kothis do? Shaun, are you still letting him drag you?
Yeah.
All right. He's just gonna use his action just to essentially pull and keep trying to drag. You essentially pick you up. Yeah. So you guys get to the top of a tall hill in the snow in the wintry forest, and so he's trying to pull you up, and so you got a trait roll natural 1 on athletics, and so you and him both slip and slide down at the top of the hill, and he finds it difficult to get you up at the top, and at this point you see why he's called Kothis the Burnt, as his chest is exposed, where you see the gray, tough, coarse skin of their species, and you see that his chest is all burnt up, and you get the sense that probably it was these creatures that did it to him. The fear you see in his eyes when he met them, and I'm gonna have him make a spirit roll.
He caught the Holy Ghost.
No, it was actually courage. He stays with you. He stays with you. I was going to decide whether he made an athletics roll to try to go without you and bail on you.
He's the only one who knows where we're going.
Yeah. Okay, Spencer. Your turn.
All right.
You can break free from him and make your own athletics roll if you want to.
And make an athletics roll to help.
Yeah, because if not, you're going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
You
thinking
can start
about.
carrying your own weight, if you want to.
Yeah. I'm going to Benny that.
Okay. You got 5 bennies,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we need to... Has Aston used his adventure card, so I need to make sure I... Look at you.
If you say you're doing that as your action, you get a +2, and then that at least lets you
Yeah,
run.
do you want to do that? You want to do it as an action, Spencer? That'll give you success. Okay, so you'll move up a card.
Make that a success. Yeah.
Okay, then you'll move up a card. Okay. All right. Aston, what about you?
Because I hate myself, I should have 2 wounds that didn't get applied from when they slammed me.
Oh, I think we didn't apply because we thought you were going to do something special.
I thought I was going to do something special too, but I didn't.
Oh, okay.
And I should be shaken. So is there anything I could do to break this attempt to break this memory haze, or...
Nope, it's permanently gone.
Cool.
You have lost the last 30 minutes.
Okay. So then I'm going to see these things and be like, oh, what the fuck is that?
They used the power mind wipe on you.
Keep running.
Okay, I'm going to look at Levi very, very confused. He tells me keep running. I'm going to keep running, so...
It's basically their attempt to try to protect something you think. Well, you don't think anything right now, but...
Shit. Keep running, okay. And you know what?
Yeah, it's ephemeral, right? The memory was pulled out and it's gone.
So I'm what, 5, 10, 15, 20 away? So can I roll a second athletics as my action to try to see if I can get more pace out of it, or is that it?
I think that's it. I think you.
Okay.
But you can get that +2 to see if it gives you an extra push. But
Well, I mean, I don't think 15 is going to do any better than 13. So I guess I'll take an action at some point then.
because otherwise, I think everybody get their 5 cards pretty quickly.
Yeah. All right. So and so from my perspective, seeing these things, completely confused what the fuck happened. Levi tells me run. I run, and I'm looking. I guess this is kind of a stupid question, but do these things look like they are aggressing towards Levi and Arthur right now?
Yes.
Okay. Then, as I'm running, I would.
It's hard to describe what aggressing looks like. I mean, they're floating towards him with fiery energy.
Yeah, and I mean more so like I can see that Levi and them are. Yeah. Like I said, it was a dumb question. Had to ask.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and attempt to do a 3-round burst pistol shot as my action.
Okay. Nice.
Fuck that thing.
Very cool. Okay, so as long as you were at least more than 1 card away, you won't be in the vaporization area. So Levi and Arthur are good. But you guys see the same effect of the explosion of the star, and like the forestation and all that stuff get vaporized, and the snow melt, and one of them explode and disappear. Yeah, you're completely confused.
Someone tell me what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, this is the first time you've seen that happen.
Hey, that's a good question.
Nah, they're smart enough. They stay far enough apart, right? Because they know that they're kind of do that, right? So they're like the exact. They're actually smart. So, because a mind has been reaching out to you guys, right? So you're definitely starting to think they're sentients, right? They're using psychic abilities. So, all right, Arthur, what do you do?
All right. Arthur is going to run for it. Oh,
Hey.
He actually makes it.
Well, now he's trained in athletics.
Yay. And then I guess for his action, he is going to turn and attempt to shoot one of them with the pistol stunner.
We forgot earlier. Pistol. That doesn't work.
Oh.
It's the mist.
Okay.
Fog. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, if it's electronic, it doesn't work.
Can he, I don't know how you want to deal with Arthur now having healing abilities, but would he have brought like a small like healing sack or a sack of healing instruments?
You could spend a Benny on that. That's what they're for. Story declarations.
Well, before you spend your Benny, what are you trying to do?
Well, I was wondering if he could like
it's a healing toolkit, right?
Yeah, toss Aston like an adrenaline what do you call it? A syringe with adrenaline in it, and then maybe that would negate like 1 or 2 wounds or something. So you're not getting the penalties. But I don't know. Or I guess that would be a plus
you're
2.
Like an item essentially that like a one-shot item that'll kind of like help him essentially in this situation. Yeah. That'd be like essentially you using the healing skill to support him in this kind of situation. Yeah, sure, you can do that, but I'll still require the spending of the bennies because you'll have to declare that you had a healing toolkit with you.
Okay.
To do something like that. So, yeah, spend a benny on that and say that you had a toolkit and spend the healing skill. Roll the healing skill.
We'll see what I have in this kit. Cause he made it.
Okay, so that'll give him a +1 bonus, which will negate one of his wounds. So essentially, you toss him like some kind of like handheld device that like is kind of like it's like a future syringe basically, and he just puts it up against his leg or something like that, or his shoulder, and it pops him. Gives him an extra punch. All right, cool, sweet.
What are these things? When did you start carrying healing supplies? What the fuck is going on?
It's new. I've been reading books.
Reading books.
Print media is dead. What are you talking about?
They're still digital. They're ebooks.
Okay, Aston, do you want to try to come out of?
What do I even need to do at this point?
You just spend a shaken. You just spend a Benny and you can come out of shaken.
Sure. Yep.
Keep forgetting about the clubs. Oh yeah, so no one's actually been on a club.
No, it'll do it automatically. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, it will?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. And
how does it know you guys are acting on a club?
did you actually click the chase button up top?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's it. It automatically is tracking the column that we're in. So as soon as we hit that like 3 of clubs or any clubs that we're on, it'll automatically say that you're on a club when you start the turn, and then you'll have to roll the penalty on it.
Oh, so
but
it
it
tracks
doesn't automatically
columns.
give you like the negative.
It actually tracks the columns. Oh.
Yeah. The chases are pretty sweet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Chat did have a message about diamonds. Make a maneuvering roll at -2 as a free action. On failure, the character or vehicle is bumped.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So what it is, if you look at what column we're in, right? If the column that we're in has a club on it, you look at your personal card, and depending on what suit you have, each one has a different setback.
Oh,
so one of them is like if you fail your maneuver roll, it's considered a critical fail. One of them is you just straight out roll with a -2.
Spades, treat critical failure on a maneuvering roll. Arts, character vehicles bumped. Diamonds, character vehicles bumped. Clubs, treat as a critical failure on a maneuver roll. Joker, character vehicles bumped up to 2 chase cards. Oh, higher. Okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so you can actually get knocked backwards.
The extra card triggers the complication. Base card defines any modifiers. Okay, so it's not something you... It's also not something that Jim has to do. He just, if he wants to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right. So I guess it's my turn. I'm just gonna run. That's all I'm gonna do at this point.
So you're on a spade.
I am doing
but
shit.
There is no. You're not on a club. So
right.
No. Got it.
Nope. I ain't doing shit all. My turn is over.
Oh geez. Okay, so you get an athletics roll, but it's a critical failure. So what happens is you you hit that same hill that so you coming down that hill that Kothis and Arthur had a hard time going up, and you run past Kothis running up it, and you get to the top and you just slip and you fall and you tumble down the hill. Make a vigor roll for me. Okay, you do not get fatigued from tumbling down to the bottom of the hill. All right? But you tumble down to the bottom of the hill. Now, Arthur. What do you do?
All right. Arthur is going to attempt to move forward and succeeds.
Damn, Arthur's so athletic.
Apparently.
Like, when did that happen? Jeez.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it's more fear right now.
Yeah. It's a great motivator.
Well, you don't know what else he has in that medical bag.
Okay. Any actions you want to do?
Can he attempt the same thing he did with Aston, but with Spencer? Give Spencer a
Sure.
adrenaline hypospray,
Sure.
or what have you.
Sure.
All right.
Maybe it'll actually work for him. Okay, so now Spencer will get a +1 bonus. Yeah, so Spencer, you'll get a +1 bonus to your roll on your next maneuvering roll. Essentially offsetting your wounds on it. Kothis is going to try to make his rolls now. You're carrying your own weight, so he's going to try to maneuver on up and try to do his thing. He is now breaking free, gaining some distance. Levi, man, he's struggling behind everybody else, man. Okay. And Kothis is going to try to help out a little bit back there towards Levi. And he is going to... He's going to take some penalties for this.
Prone.
I'm sorry?
Levi still has prone.
Oh, I'll never move that away from him. Thank you.
Just in case any of the dwarf stars hit him, I don't want him to get that bonus.
Yeah. He is going to hurl a spear. He's going to take some penalties for this, but he's going to hurl a spear. Big penalties. But he's going to give it a shot. Damn it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That'd be awesome for a spear to take down a white dwarf star encapsulated in metal.
Well, yeah, take him out with it.
Okay, so that one goes down. A spear jabbed through it, breaking the metal sphere inside. Explodes. You still have one more in chase. Levi. I think Levi is going to be like, fuck it. He's just going to try to kill it. Probably. That's probably what he's thinking. Spencer, what do you do?
So, do I need to make that bigger roll?
Bigger? Why you got to make it
bigger? Spray or whatever that
No, the vigor was because that was for Astra for tumbling down a hill. You're just gonna get a +1 bonus for athletics because of that thing you gave.
Oh, for athletics. Okay.
Yeah,
so
for your trying to get away.
Roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you made it. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna go up one card. All right, sweet. And do you have any other actions you want to try to do?
No, I'm just trying to get away. They're too far at a distance for the psionics and their psychic abilities, and my laser is useless. So
okay,
nothing.
All right. Man, they're not. Oh man, they're not going anywhere. They are not going
Become
anywhere.
Discouraged.
Yeah. Levi, here's your chance, man, to break away.
Run.
You want to try to do anything else?
I would like to try and shoot it.
Yeah, sure.
3 rounds.
Watch him shoot it and kill it, and then
Be like, I'm tired of running, or something.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So another massive explosion behind you guys. That whole area they were in is basically just like melted snow and earth and craters. All of you are like 60 feet away down in the snow. Further down, some of you tumbled to the earth because of critical failures. Levi, down on the ground, tumbled to the ground because of the critical failure, just turns around and looks behind him from the earth and just fires up at the creature. Creature, son, whatever the fuck you want to call it, just shoots up at it. You didn't escape, but you said, fuck it, I'm going to go the old school way and just shoot it, kill it. And the rest of you were almost scot-free, but Levi was about to get caught in their grasp. Aston is probably the most worse for wear, for more wounds and 30 minutes of memory gone. Maybe more than that. We'll see. So what's next for you guys? What do you guys do now? Damn it! I forgot about the creatures, man. If the Aston, I'll give you your adventure card back because I forgot all about it on that initiative. We started back the next initiative order with the Jokers, and I got confused. I forgot all about it. And you didn't call me out, Cliff. The next
I was waiting to see how you were going to incorporate that.
Oh man, we got the two Jokers got drawed, and then I got talking about it, and I completely forgot to put them in there. So I had them picked out and everything, and
All right. Well, I think Arthur would try to do some healing.
Please do some healing.
actually, the scene's over. If you guys want to have the allies show up and help you, we can do it that way, or I can give you the card back, whichever one you want. Would you rather have?
If the allies could show up and heal my fucking wounds all the way, I'll take that.
Well,
the burning
Aston,
stick to the chest.
It's very possible that Arthur could do that. I don't know. So
Maybe. All right. Well, Arthur will definitely at least try.
try.
I guess he'll start with Aston because Aston looks the worst, I believe you said. And should I Benny that?
Yeah, Benny a crit failure.
Actually,
so-
you make his wounds worse. So when you
Yeah,
get a
can
crit
we have
failure.
the help show up?
So that's actually a great time. Okay, so what happens is so Arthur is about to lay hands on you, and so you guys are all standing there together in the forest, and Arthur's about to lay hands on you, and one of the tribesmen comes up behind you. I was gonna have like a Beast of the Wild show up, but I'm changing this just because of the critical failure. So some tribesmen that are loyal to Kothis show up, and they put their hand on Arthur as he's about to do that. Make healing rolls on Aston, and they just tightly grip his shoulder as he's about to like inject him with something, and like do like just do like normal, really advanced medicines, right? And nothing out of the ordinary, right? But remember, Arthur has like a D4 healing, right? And so Arthur's like nervous about it, right? Like how many times does he actually use his healing on a person, right? Like this is your first time doing it in the field. And maybe Aston is also nervous about it. And Cliff, this is the same guy who burned your wounds before.
Lovely.
Okay. But he fixed you up. He
did.
He did. And he puts his hand on your shoulder, Arthur, tightly. And he shakes his head. And then you look back at your medicine and you're just thinking, that's absurd. Why does he not want me to do this? And you look back and you realize that you have the wrong drug in your syringe. Now, there's no reason to think that this tribesman knew that. But this tribesman just wants to do it the old school way. The way he's always done it, right? But just that one momentary interaction between him made you catch your mistake in the split second. Your mistake before you critically failed Cliff's wounds and gave him a third wound. Third wound. So
Damn near killed me.
all right.
Guess
Okay.
I need to go back to reading.
All right. So now I'll give you a chance. I'll say these guys have a D6 healing. This tribesman has a D6 healing, and if you want to assist him, Arthur, you can, but he has a D6 healing. Do you want to assist him in any way in trying to heal Aston's wounds, or you just want to let him do his tribesman healing thing?
Yeah, Arthur will try to
Okay.
assist.
His ways are
So-
very archaic to you when you see what he's doing. He's healed Aston before. Actually, I'll make it a D8. He's got a D8 healing.
Okay. So it's like a burning
Yeah, it's
brand
old school. It's old school. Well, he's not going to burn it because Cliff suffered from Aston suffered from a burning wound. What he's going to do is like he's actually going to take like infected tissue and try to cut it away, and then stuff it with ice to cool it, and then
Okay.
and
I guess
like yeah.
Arthur will hand him an actual knife that's sharp and sterilized, and I don't know if you can actually sterilize ice, but yeah, he'll give them more equipment to work properly.
Very cool. Good idea. Very cool. So you give him a +1 bonus to his healing roll.
When I see the guy walk up, I just snap off a branch from the nearest tree and I just bite down on it. I already know what the fuck's going on.
It's funny, Bob said, where's he getting ice? There's snow and ice everywhere. Wow. Okay, so I want to spend a GMB to help you out. You deserve it. Oh, look at that. With the +1. He just made it. Okay. With the
That's
+1.
wound, right?
So you get 1 wound removed. Hey, that's something, right?
And you can only attempt to heal if you have the healing skill, right?
I don't know if you can do it untrained. It'd be pretty dumb to do it untrained, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because the odds of getting a critical failure and failing are pretty high. I don't think there's actually any limitations on doing skills when you're untrained versus trained. I think
only
actually
one
you
I know
can't
for sure
support.
is
You can't
support,
support
yeah.
someone, when you're untrained. But I think you can attempt any skill untrained in most circumstances. It's just you take
You know what?
huge
'Cause
penalties.
I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm gonna go ahead and try to attempt to heal myself as well.
Yeah, any person other than the original person that attempted it, like just only like the person who did it can attempt a healing skill. Like so he couldn't attempt it again. And Arthur already attempted it once, so he couldn't do it again.
Right. Yeah.
Can-
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Can
I'm
Arthur
gonna try
assist?
to heal myself with the
Arthur could
negative-
assist someone else, yes. If you're not doing the main role, yes.
Hey, you can let me dig around in there with a knife.
Okay. I'm gonna try this myself before we do that.
I'll try to help you.
Hey.
There you go.
Let's see. Look, Cantor is probably our expert in chat, RPG Saloon, and he says anytime a player wants to attempt on skill roll is more than welcome to. See, there you go.
And then he laughs because he knows.
Look at that. Okay, so
so-
Arthur gives you another +1.
So I'm gonna not.
So when the
do
pressure's off of Arthur, he's much
Yeah.
better.
So I'm not gonna do the -1 that I would do because of the wound. Then is that how it would work? I would get a +1, and
Yeah,
then
you
it's
still
gonna
get
automatically
the
roll.
you still get the -2 for unskilled. You just wouldn't suffer the wound.
Okay. All right, so let's see what happens. So I'm basically, I see it in my head that I'm like, while this guy is doing this, I'm trying to do something, and Arthur's standing over coaching.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Nope.
Well, you don't get worse. It wasn't a critical.
Yeah, I know. You only get worse
so.
on a critical. It was worth the time.
So it doesn't look like it's going to get any better, the situation at this point. So. And so after we see a scene with you guys trying to mend Aston, and Spencer's wounds are well past the golden hour, so he's just going to be wounded, right? And we see you guys, Cothus gets impatient, and we see you guys leave the forest, and you venture on in towards the edge of the forest, and you eventually get towards a we leave this. You eventually get towards a structure that is in stark contrast to everything else. It is surrounded by croppings of rocks that are heavily dusted in snow, and it almost looks like a solid like laundry basket, like just how like a laundry basket has like that slight angle to it usually, and it's just like sitting upside down, almost like a rectangle, just sitting flat on the ground, or like that kind of thing, like a box sitting flat on the ground. Except it's obsidian, not like a obsidian rock, but like obsidian once you've cut it open, and it's just that solid black. That's the obsidian you see in front of you, and except it has those slight angles to the walls. And you see this like stark black obsidian outpost or structure. Whoever's leading the way, I'm saying Cothus and maybe Levi or Aston. Whoever's leading the way, maybe you can make a notice rolls, please. -2. Aston, you can barely make out the etchings, the lines that appear to be probably the hinges or the shapes or the design of doors or a portcullis of some sort for the entrance of the structure. Very difficult to tell because there are no, what do you call it, upset in design of the structure. There are no paths. There are no anything. No upset snow or anything like that.
I'm gonna like kind of stop Cothus for a second and like kind of point in that direction and try to do my best to like gesture like, is that where we're headed to? And then depending on his reaction to it, relay everything over to everybody.
He kind of nods and he kind of beats his chest with his fist and he points to it. And he looks back at it and starts marching that way.
All right, gents, everybody get ready. Spencer, move up front.
So if this gave our guide here brain powers, is it going to give all of us brain powers?
I don't think you have to worry about that, Levi.
Levi is musing out loud. I'm not worried about it. Just wondering.
There's only one way to find out.
Like, hey, I bet it's warmer in there than it is out here.
Okay. So if you guys are all marching ahead, you eventually see the obsidian outpost in much more detail. It would appear like if it almost looks like if the building was out of a larger block. I can't talk. God damn it! Like a larger block of obsidian, and someone laser cut it out. That's what this looks like. It doesn't look like it's made out of like various smaller blocks of rocks. Does that make sense? And
That's creepy.
yeah. And then you see like this outline of a door of some kind. And there it seems to be no sort of electrical panel or anything on what appears to be a door that is about, it appears to be some sort of double doors. And they appear to be about 12 feet high and about, like, each one is about 7 feet wide.
I read this in a book once. We're supposed to speak friend and enter.
All right, go ahead and try that.
Akathis
stand
approaches
back
the
here.
door, and he just walks up to it, and he just stands there for like a whole minute. And eventually, if you guys do nothing else, he just kind of grows impatient. And he just starts to look around at it, confused. And then he walks up beside the door, like to one of the sides of the door, and just kind of like lowers his head a little bit and starts looking at the black wall, confusingly.
Don't tell me we went all this way and he forgot his key.
He looks really confused.
Step on up, Spencer. You're the brain power guy, right?
Like, I hope to God he didn't know where this place was and didn't know how to get inside.
Presumably he's been inside before.
Unless he hasn't been and he's been trying to get inside and hoping this would be his ticket.
Maybe he's hoping we can get him inside. Who knows? I'm like, okay. So I'm going to do a mind link with Kothis.
All right.
And then just say, just basically what's going on.
He says, I'm confused. The door usually just opens when I approach it. Some weird thing. Ex-con, he looks for me. Calls out to me. He figures out I'm here and then he opens the door.
And this ex-con is the entity or the being that lives here.
He's the one who gave me the gift. We have to open the door some other how. I don't understand.
Okay. Can I make a psionics roll and see if I'm picking up any other presences?
Sure.
Any other
Sure.
presence?
Yeah, make a science roll.
Or like I could shift the mind link or something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
I am.
You think it could be the structure blocking you, weakening you? It could be the materials it's made out of or the advanced technology inside, but you're getting nothing beyond these black walls.
Okay. I'm going to Benny that, and I'm going to go up and actually touch the door and see if that works.
Okay.
And then try my roll again.
All right.
God damn it. It's like
No
10.
more strength. No more. You're not pushing out any extra energy. You're giving it all she's got, Captain.
Yeah.
You guys are watching, Spencer. Kothis walks up to the door and touches it. Looks at Spencer. Looks confused.
shake my head, and I go back and I'm like, tell everybody. I'm like, well, he said when he comes out here, there's a being that gave him his powers, and was it ex-con?
Ex-con.
Yeah, and it opens the door for him whenever he shows up, and now he's not even detecting a presence, and clearly the door is not opening.
Is it us?
He wants us to try to find another way in, or
Well, as I recall, this installation wasn't found until recently, and I believe my sister theorized that maybe it lost power to its, I don't know, cloaking technology, and that's how we were able to finally sense it. So maybe out of power.
You tried knocking?
Is the anti-electronics mist still around?
It is still around.
So there's no seam we can see in the door. It just looks like there's some hinges. Or is there enough?
No, there is a seam. That's the outline now. It's kind of described to you. So
Somebody have a crowbar?
I was going to say, I'm going to look around for a sturdy stick or something, because I don't have a crowbar on me.
How deep is the snow here?
it's pretty deep, but what are you thinking? Just tell me what you're thinking.
I'm just thinking of plopping my ass down. I got a
Okay.
wound.
There's
I got
rocks
sand on
and
the
stuff
ground.
like that. You know, you're thinking about just clearing the spot on a rock and just, taking a seat.
I'm just gonna sit there and watch.
Yeah.
Like at it. If you know something I can help with, let me know. Otherwise, I need to sit down.
Yeah, you guys see Aston venture off and a slight bit of frustration, and he just sits down on a rock.
You said Kothis was looking to the side of the door, like a specific
Yes.
point.
Yes.
Arthur would like to inspect that
Sure.
specific area.
Sure. Yeah. Make a notice roll, please. -2.
Oh.
It's fine. Oh, wow.
Gosh.
Okay. Jeez.
-2.
Okay.
Geez.
So Jeremy, while he's doing that, make a athletics roll at a -4 to pry the door open. Wow. Okay, I thought you were gonna have it there for a second. Okay, so Matt, you do find something.
I loosened it.
It looks like there is some sort of like panel there, maybe. It looks like it's about the size of a cell phone. It looks like it might be popped out somehow. But it's
Okay.
very difficult to spot.
Would Arthur be able to use his repair skill to like maybe pop it open and like apply a battery to some leads inside to give it some sort of power to?
You can at least
Maybe.
use a repair skill and maybe first figure out what's going on with it, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you roll high enough, maybe that's the result you can get for sure. So, we'll say repair skill -4 because this is a pretty hard thing to do. Look
I'm
at
just
you.
enjoying watching Levi struggle with the door.
Okay, so Levi's over there, and Levi's like heaving, and so Arthur's over there like plucking away at this panel, and you hear like the wood snap, and Levi's old bones fall to the ground in the snow. So I'm just kidding. We gotta stop picking on Levi and the old man. People are gonna start yelling ageism. All right, so Matt. Oh, geez. Wow. Oh my. I just looked over at that. Oh good God. Yeah, okay, so Well, fuck it. It's fixed. I don't know what to do. It's like, geez. Yeah. So the door. So you bust open the panel, and first off, this roll is going to take a long time because like he's interfacing with alien technology, which is not something you can just do quickly, right? I don't feel like it's important enough that we need to make it a dramatic task, right? But it's just a long roll, right? I mean, he's really smart and he's really snappy at these kind of things. It just takes a long time to do it, right? So he has to interface with it, figure out what it is. He figures out it's some kind of door control panel. You figure out quickly that normally it pops up an override holo display, okay, if the power is on. And it's not that unforeign to things you've looked at before, but it's definitely something that not human made, right? And then it takes you about an hour to figure out how to interface a battery that humans have to it, right? Do you have a battery like that though?
Well, he has his stunner pistol. That's what I was thinking he would use. He also he rigged a that sonar previously to make it through the blizzard, so he'd have something with that as well.
Yeah.
Also, my laser pistol power pack.
But you might need that.
Hasn't worked so far.
So which one are you going to use, Arthur?
He'll use the stunner pistol battery.
Okay. All right. And you know that the obsidian, you've ascertained that for this technology to work, it has to be shielded from the fog itself, right? So you believe you'll have to completely enclose it some way back inside the paneling. The paneling itself on the wall and stuff like that must act as some sort of shielding from the fog. So you can't just jury rig it in some way out here to test it. So unfortunately, you're going to have to do it all at once, test it, open it back up again, rig it, test it. It's going to take multiple testings, multiple attempts, modifications, doing it again. So it takes you about, if you guys are willing to wait, I'm going to say like probably a couple hours probably to do it, the work. So I want you guys to make a couple of eager rolls for me, please.
Fuck.
Oh, you guys will get, who has winter gear?
I do.
Okay. I think everybody should have some winter gear, right?
Yeah, I thought
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it basically, as long as you don't get a 1, essentially, you should succeed on this or get a critical
So
failure.
how many 2 for your rolls?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Probably made both of them.
Okay. Okay, so I think everybody's good. Okay. So no one suffers fatigue from cold weather while they're out here. And so you guys are out here suffering the cold for a while. But eventually Arthur manages to get the controls panel open. Or actually what happens is eventually he closes the control panel open, and as soon as he closes the panel, it flickers to life. And you see a holo display pop up. And unfortunately, you don't understand any of the language on the display.
He calls to Kothis. Hey, look over here.
Kothis looks over there because everyone looks over there. But he doesn't understand you. But he walks over there, and he just kind of looks at it. You get the sense that he's seen this before. But as he starts interacting with it, you immediately realize that he's just pressing buttons on it. Like he's just touching the vid display.
Well, it's probably not much better than I would do. Can I make, I don't know, some sort of like analyzation roll to, I mean, does anything happen as he's pressing buttons? Could Arthur potentially figure out, oh, this is what this
You can
does,
roll a Benny.
therefore.
You can roll a Benny. Spin a Benny and say something happens.
Okay.
Yeah, so he starts pressing on buttons and he taps away and like he hits the right button and like the door starts to slide open.
Hey, good job.
He kind of grunts and starts speaking in his guttural tongue, and he seems just as surprised as you.
Arthur like pats him on the shoulder. Good job.
I'm just gonna lean into Levi and be like, "We're fucking doomed."
Haven't been yet. You'll be fine.
And you see the infinite darkness inside get bathed in a light, at least in the immediate area. And what you see, unfortunately, when you see the light bathed inside, is more blackness, as the area apparently is more obsidian. What do you guys do? Do you go inside?
I think Arthur's going to go inside.
So I didn't come all the way out here to stand in the cold.
Certainly looks
waiting. Go ahead.
good.
Like I said, I'm waiting to see what Kathis does, and then once Arthur walks in, I'm like, "No, Arthur, fuck."
Yeah, Kathis
Get up slowly.
does not like slow at all. In fact, what Kathis does is Kathis almost jogs inside.
Okay.
Do we need to put like a rock under that door or something? I don't want to get locked in here.
Okay. Go find the rock that holds up the 17-foot tall doors, and we'll wait.
Fine. It's just got to be something.
If you leave the door open, you just get woolly scoop jaws roaming around all over.
We don't have to the whole way. I'm just saying, if you want to get trapped in here and starve to death, be my guest.
All right, so Aston said he was going to follow after Arthur went in. Arthur, I'm assuming, goes in after Kathis goes in. So you guys are all inside. Do any of you have any light sources? Because once you're inside the facility, your electronic devices start whirring back to life.
Let me look.
I have a flashlight, yes.
Do
Okay.
our suits not have lights on them?
If you have an EVA suit on, yes, you do. It probably has a headlamp on it.
Okay. I think Arthur's going to pull out. You said everything's black even though the lights are on?
There are no lights in the facility on.
Oh, I thought you said the light.
The light bathing in
flooded
from the daylight. Yeah.
Okay. Arthur's going to pull out his little sonar contraption that he used way back at the beginning, and he's going to attempt to use it to map at least the area around them.
You made a sonar contraption? I know you made a contraption to, like maybe like mess up their ears or like to.
When we first
people.
left the ship, there was a blizzard, and we were trying to find our way around the area. I mean, I'll make it again if you.
No. I'm just trying to recall. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, got you. All right. So you have it, and you're basically like trying to give it use it to give you a bonus to navigating, essentially.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Sweet. All right. So you're holding this device in your hand. It's kind of probably like the size of a handheld sensor suite, and you're firing it up, and it's kind of like sending out a pulse and going to assist you guys in navigating. All right. Sweet. This will help you get back to places you've been before. All right. Okay. All right, so are you guys trying to keep pace with Kathis? Because he's basically on a jog, and he appears to have a destination he's going towards.
I think so.
Yeah, we have to.
Okay, all right. So he's yogging down the hall, and he's passing by passages, like left and right, and like almost going through this place like a maze, right? Like he knows where he's going, and um, at times he stops and looks around, like he doesn't, like he's lost or like it's been a while since he's been here. And like he stumbles and he goes or he thinks for a second, and then he gets reoriented, and then he goes back in the right direction. But then he's back on his path again, and eventually you guys find yourselves in a room that looks rather nondescript, except for on one side there is a kind of like a pedestal with a singular right now it looks just like a pedestal to you guys, and there's a small like dais on the ground on the other side of the pedestal, and then there's a singular dais in the middle of the room that is about the size. It looks like maybe like a cow would stand on it. That's about how big it is, I guess. I don't know, like 8 feet by 8 feet in diameter, you know. And other than that, there's nothing else interesting about the room. However, you notice that almost every room in this place, the ceilings are about 14 feet high. And he runs into this room and runs up to the pedestal and is looking at the pedestal and seems just utterly confused looking at the pedestal. All of you guys rush in, and it is pitch black in this place.
Another lack of power.
Looks like it. You got a generator in your back pocket?
No. But maybe there's a generator somewhere in this facility. We can jumpstart it.
So
Arthur, can you see what he knows or doesn't know?
Ask Kothis what he's looking for.
He says simply, "Ex-con. He's usually here when I arrive. This is where I meet him.
Mm-hmm.
This is where he lives. This is his home." This is where he is, and I am there.
He's somewhere else in this.
And he points to the dais in the center of the room. He says, "This is where I am when I see him." And he walks over and stands on the large dais in the center. He says, "When I stand here, he is over there." And he stands over on the center dais, but he says, "See, he's not there."
Could he be somewhere else in the building?
I've never seen him be anywhere else. We have spoken many times. He is always there.
Okay. Relay
This
this
is where
to
he
the
gave
group.
me the gift.
Is he, flesh and bone like us? Or is he some sort of spirit?
I don't know. When I leave the dais, he goes away. I can't touch him.
And you're relaying all this to us?
Yeah.
So he's a hologram.
That's what I'm thinking.
Imparted his psychic abilities to him, so there must be something more to it than just him interacting with us.
All right, Arthur. I think that your idea is going to be our best shot. Apparently, the power needs to be extended to here too.
Alien technology, here I come.
Yeah, is there anything you can see on that pedestal or?
Arthur will, I guess, take a look at the pedestal. Notice
Okay.
roll.
All right, so what you're about to do, Arthur, could take a very long time. So what happens is you guys stay. What Arthur starts doing is Arthur starts opening panels on the pedestal, and 1 hour passes, 2 hours, 3 hours, and a can of worms has essentially been opened. How long is the rest of you guys' patience? Now, this doesn't mean that Arthur's not found anything. To Arthur, this is normal for his profession. He might expect this to work to take months, but it does not matter to Arthur. Does that make sense? But to you guys, it could take weeks, it could take days, it could take hours, it could take, you know what I mean? But to him, so how is y'all's patience? 3 hours have passed and no results.
I mean, after he's poking and prodding for an hour or so, and then I'm asking him what he's doing, and he starts relaying all this technical jargon to me. I'm just gonna go find a place, like against a wall or something, sit down, pull my hood up, and I'm gonna try to go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. I'm pretty much doing the same thing. Like, I figure we're gonna be here a while, and I didn't come all the way out here to quit after like.
I would start asking Arthur for game plans, or basically trying to decide the logistics of, do we go back to the ship to get lunch, or do we like go at some point go back to the ship to get the scientists and more supplies and crap.
How far are we from the ship?
You're like a 45-minute walk back to the ship. I mean, it's not an easy trek, that's for sure. But I won't have it be combat encounters like that. We'll just use, because it's not interesting, right?
We need to find out if Astra Unum can import some sled dogs, or the variety.
Well, I mean, one of the first things he can do is maybe figure out how to shut down the fog, right? Maybe figure out how to do that if it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can discuss together then what the plan is, but Arthur is slaving away at trying to get this panel operational. So, okay, so Arthur, give me a repair roll. And you're integrating with alien technology, so there's big penalties for this. Okay. So -6 on the repair roll. Yeah. Woo. And each roll is a day worth of work.
Can probably help with some of this.
Yes, people can assist. Anyone with a repair skill can assist.
Which I have. So do you want me to roll it first and see if I give him a bonus?
Yes.
And more than one person assist?
Yes.
All right, Arthur, you got a +2.
So you got a +2.
All right. So -4 then. All right. Don't fail me now.
Okay. So we got Spencer and Levi both elbows up, helping him in the room. Aston, you guys both mentioned maybe getting back scientists and that kind of stuff. Aston, what are you doing during this time? You just making yourself comfortable in that other room you found, or are you doing something else, or what?
So I would be in the same room as them,
okay,
just in a corner somewhere. But no, I mean, really, it would be like sleeping at this point, like nursing my wounds, sleeping.
Okay.
Unless someone told me something to do. I'm not going to venture out into the cold on my own for sure.
Right. Do you have food?
I don't personally have any. No, I think that didn't Levi bring food, or was that just all on the ship?
Did you
Probably
guys
just all on the
expect to
ship.
be here a whole day?
No.
It's all on the ship, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, a day is not enough to starve anyone. You guys might start getting hangry at each other at a certain point. But okay, so but you succeed at Arthur, and you get the pedestal. You'll have to. Unfortunately, there is no power. You determine that there is no power, right? And you determine that it's this facility. It's a problem with this facility. Okay. And you'll need a power source from something. You're limited in what you can provide power to because you're limited on the power sources that you have, right? So, what are you connecting? Like, what is the power source for this pedestal?
This is necessary to shut down the fog. Because
Well, you're just trying to power this pedestal right now. So,
okay. Well, what do I have?
Interface it with Spencer.
No, you, Spencer.
Venture's awfully young for that.
Oh, he does have a flashlight. Can he use the flashlight batteries?
you hook up a flashlight battery to it, and you get like 10% functionality on the pedestal.
I've got my laser pistol battery pack.
Well,
a laser pistol
you
would be
do
a
that.
great energy source because they're like a laser pistol uses a ton of energy.
And Arthur would know that.
right.
Yes.
But this a laser pistol only has a single battery, right?
Yes, and it would be very limited in how long it can be used, but yes.
Can
But it's like
Arthur?
the battery is like 6 pounds. I mean, it's huge.
Oh,
Yeah. like the entire weight of a
battery.
laser pistol is its battery. Yeah.
what if he uses the stunner pistol ammunition? Because that's designed to deliver.
Yeah, you'll get probably about 10 minutes of operation, but yes.
Okay.
On the pedestal. But yeah.
If he combines, did you say if he combines the laser pistol and the stunner pistol batteries and ammo and such?
Yeah, you can use the laser. You can use the stunner pistol first, and then wire in the laser energy pack after that. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll go ahead and do that then.
Sure. Okay. All right. So you hook up the stunner pistol ammunition first, and you get everything squared away, and then the pedestal fires up, and so you're working on it, and suddenly this image. This image of this holo screen appears on the pedestal of this alien language. Essentially this alien keyboard appears on top of the pedestal. And Kothis sees it come to life and runs to the center of the room. Stands on the dais. Nothing happens.
All right. What would Arthur need to roll?
Where is XCon? Well, you probably don't have a mind link. It's been a whole day. But he's frustrated, shouting in his alien tongue.
I wake up. Huh?
Yeah.
What would Arthur need to roll to start figuring out what this alien keyboard does or how to use it?
Just smarts, unfortunately. I mean,
Just smarts.
you don't.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think you've ever read this alien tongue, so I don't think an academics could be rolled. So just smarts to just generally like decipher. You know what I mean?
Push button, see what it does.
Yeah, you're just generally like fiddling to determine a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it takes you about pick up a D6 for me. And just roll it. You think you think you're getting to the solution, right? You think you come to a solution, and then you feel the spark come into you, like you're coming to an answer, and you're figuring out what a lot of the keys are, maybe like what they're doing, or you're getting some rhythm to what you're doing in the actions, and then suddenly,
Battery dies.
boom, stunner pistol ammunition, lost all power. Do you want to burn his energy pack on his laser pistol?
Do you mind, Spencer?
No. Go ahead. Come out here.
Okay.
All right. So you wire up the energy pack, laser pistol. You fire it in there, and so you start like fiddling back again with it, and so you're figuring out this is obviously a alien language, but you're figuring out some of the functionality of the keys. It pops up with a holo vid screen in front of you, but it's connecting to your psyche. Only you are seeing the results. Okay. Only you are seeing the results. Whoever the society is, have managed to somehow connect the mind and technology. Okay. Without any sort of physical interface. You're clocking in 24 hours now. Arthur has been up 24 hours. So we're doing this. Arthur and Levi and Spencer.
Yeah, so about that time when I'm waking up, fully rested, can I start searching around the room to see if there's anything else I can see, some sort of external function that may be connecting with this somewhere along the way, or there's a fucking light switch, just something we might have missed.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you guys, it's right here.
Notice roll. It's gonna be a -4 though, because like there's not much in these rooms, right? I mean, it's meant to be like a very nondescript, very like Spartan design, right? Unfortunately, a lot of the design here is like it's holo design, right?
Let's go ahead and do one more.
It's like if Tony Stark took his house to the extreme.
Let's see. Nope.
Yep. Okay. So, so Cliff Aston runs around for a little bit and trying to help, and he's just kind of fiddling, thinking he'll maybe find something. So Arthur, bloodshot eyes, is staring at something, and his eyes are darting around. And after a while, you think you've ascertained that XCon, the reason why you're not seeing an XCon is that he's not stored here. The pedestal's operating. It's connected to the dais again. Dais, whatever. But he's not here. He's not stored here.
Interesting. Did Arthur find anything out about the mist? I assume the mist is what's keeping the ship from flying in this area, because that's
Yes.
I think Arthur's first step would be to try to
because then maybe you can get more science teams here and that kind of stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean then we have food and beds.
Right.
And...
Okay. All right. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So you're wanting to basically use this pedestal to see if you can access more information about the facility. Okay. Yes, that's definitely hard without any familiarity with the language, right? You're very limited by. I'm gonna say you don't recognize anything off the pedestal. I mean, your best bet might just be literally walking around the facility. Like wandering around the facility looking for technology.
Okay. Well, I guess that's what Arthur will have to do.
Because like certain kinds of technology might look familiar to you, right? Like a fog system or filtration system would look roughly the same if it was alien or human, right?
Right.
So
Did Arthur ascertain that this pedestal is primarily for this X-gon interacting with this X-gon?
yes, you believe that
entity?
This is primarily its function.
Okay. So the controls for the mist would not necessarily be here. He passes this
It can
on
activate.
to the party.
It can interact with the database, but you don't speak the language, so that makes it kind of difficult.
Right. Well, it's been 24 hours. I feel I should get some sleep.
Make a vigor roll, actually, both of you. Actually, all three of you.
Oh.
Okay,
Damn
so
kids.
Arthur, you take a point of fatigue.
I've been drinking this coffee brought with me.
All right. So you see Arthur step away from the dais, and you see his the pedestal, and you see his eyes kind of like flutter for a second and unfocus, and that screen went away from your eyes, and you snap back, and the screen goes dark again. The energy pack isn't burned, but that's just what happens. All right.
Arthur definitely disconnects the energy pack and gives it back to Spencer. Probably need it later, but I don't think we need it right now.
Do you want to look at the energy levels of your energy pack on your laser pistol?
Yeah, just to see how much time we have left.
You have 33 shots left on your laser pistol.
Okay.
Started with probably 90 something, so you've only used it twice.
So I kind of do the math on that. Let them know how much longer we probably have.
Okay. Well, I mean, 1 point of fatigue, 24 hours. Arthur's going to go ahead and start seeing if he can find some technology to get sleep.
All right. So you're going to start just wandering around the facility and making notice rolls, basically? Anybody going to go with him?
I'm going to suggest that we try to make it to the exit and look on our way out for stuff so that we can all get some food and possibly report back to the space station.
Are you going to suggest or are you going to command it?
Jeremy is suggesting, or Levi would say, I'm hungry, let's do this. Look on our way out.
Okay.
Arthur will comply.
All right. Okay. All right. So, Arthur, make a notice roll. Since you're just distracted, like a -2 because you're kind of limiting your paths and options, and you're gonna get a -1 from fatigue, so that'll automatically apply though. Notice roll -2. Look at you. Yes, you see an avenue that seems promising. And you see a piece of technology down one of the avenues that just, and the grating and stuff like that, and some of the things at the top, the ceiling, like the ventilation and some of that up at the top, just screams that it's probably like a maintenance tunnel. And you guys are heading back out, and you just kind of it catches your eye as you're heading back out. What do you do?
Arthur will note it on his PDD.
Okay. All right, so you guys are back out to the main door. What do you guys do? Leaving back towards the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what's up?
What's Conthus doing this whole time? Is he following us or is he staying there?
Yeah, it was just.
It's interesting. So you guys look back. Kothis is, when you guys all turn to leave this main room with the dais, he stays in that room unless you guys drag him back out. He's just staring at the dais. He appears not to want to leave. He seems at a conscious, loss of identity. Well, identity, purpose. You ever have one of those moments where you just don't know what to do with yourself? He's having one of those moments. And he's just staring at that dice.
Talk to him and just let him know, like, hey, we think we can get this turned on. We can make contact with Hexagon, but we need to go get food. We need to get water. Come with us. We're coming back.
I will hunt nearby. I will keep it safe.
Okay.
I'll make sure the door doesn't close again.
Okay. Like we'll be back as soon as we can. Hopefully we'll have more supplies and can make contact. So.
Will the battery in the door control panel run out before we can return, or how long will that last?
You understand the
And if it's-
technology well enough that it's not functioning or burning power as long as it's open.
Oh, okay.
It only uses power when it's actually functioning and it's operating.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so I know it's about almost time to end. But real quickly, guys, let's just do a. You know what? We'll just say that you guys get back to the ship. I was gonna do quick encounters. Let's just say you guys get back to the ship because it's not interesting. We've already had the fun, exciting parts. Let's just say you guys get back to the ship. So, we already haven't gotten as far as I thought we would. So, to be honest, I thought you guys would already be back to ILAR 4, and we'd be having story things, and there'd be a science team here, and we'd be learning about alien cultures and all kinds of stuff. So, I didn't expect Chase Encounter to last 2 hours. So, but, it is what it is. So, but anyways, so you guys get back to the ship. Are you guys basically, is the plan to load up supplies and just go back with the scientists? Or is the plan to, is that pretty much the plan, I guess? Okay, because the scientists are essentially hopefully going to help Matt and and also, I mean, do you guys have an idea for maybe power sources?
Well, I was actually thinking of that. Is there anything on the ship we can use?
Well, that's a good source of your bennies at the end of a session, right? Maybe you guys have something in storage, right? That could be good power sources. Maybe cargo, right? Be good to spend your bennies on.
Yeah. I mean, we have drone batteries for sure. Surely those are big.
Drone batteries. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So you think about just gutting the batteries out of the drones you had? Drone.
I don't want to.
Drone.
Don't want to.
One. You lost one drone.
I want to say we have extra drone batteries.
Ah, okay.
Don't want to destroy that one.
That's a good point. Good point. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Spend a Benny on it, and it's right at the end of the game. Sure. And you've got a pretty good collection of drone batteries that you think will be good sources of power to power things in the facility. Okay, so you guys load up some drone batteries. Well, I'll say load up. You'll have to haul them the old-fashioned way on your backs. Carry them down there. And I guess load up some food and stuff. We can sort all that out and begin the next session. And okay, so we'll wrap up here. Thank you everyone for joining us. So we will call it the end of the session. Don't forget, check out Quest and Cliffhangers over on his channel. Saturday nights they play Savage Worlds, a post-apocalyptic Savage Worlds game. It's pretty crazy. They play for 5 or 6 hours, right?
Yeah, we had to cut it
Pretty long
early
games.
last on Saturday. We only went to 1.
Yeah, they play all fucking night, and then they play their Thursday D&D game. So it's pretty fun stuff. So check them out. And also check out Matt Gorkam's fantasy art, and he does all kinds of stuff, not just fantasy. It's got some beautiful stuff. And so that's about it. So see you all next week. We'll definitely be here next week, same time, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be back next week. Thank you everyone for watching.